I understand there is a new law. Is it national or state of Ohio?
Well, I don't know whether it's national. It's the ones that we know of are the Ohio laws, and it's not really that new. You know, it's called the Keg Law, and we're coming into that season where we're having graduation parties and other parties. The law says that as a parent, you cannot give alcohol to your teen's friends under the age of 21 under any circumstances, even in your own home, even with their parents' permission. You cannot knowingly allow a person under 21, other than your own child, to remain in your home or on your property while consuming or possessing alcohol. If you do that, you face a maximum sentence of 6 months in jail and $1,000 fines. Wow. And other people can sue you. Let's say that you give it to a kid, one of your children's friends. He goes out, has an accident, kills somebody.
Oh, man.
You are responsible for that.
You can lose everything.
And you can, and you don't realize that. An honest, true story. My son Brian graduated from high school, and Brian was an All-American football player and all this other stuff, and he asked that if he could have some of his friends over when the family left, and I said, fine. And he said that they would, you know, could we get beer, and I told him I wasn't going to do it. What I found at the time was they have this non-alcoholic beer.
Right.
All right. Well, this was brand new at the time. So I got it, and I went downstairs, and I took all the labels off of it. And they're just like in a regular beer bottle. And so when the kids came over, they were drinking this. The amazing thing was there were 3 of them that were drunk. And
they didn't know.
And then eventually somebody caught on. They saw the cap on it. And my son came over to me and he said, Dad, how could you do this? And I said, Brian, how could you ask me to put all of our family in danger, all that I've worked for to build our home and our family, and you're asking me to take your friends, who in a few more months will be a part of your history, and new friends will be a part of your life, that you're asking me to take all that we have gone and to chance it on a party for your kids. And it's the point I'm trying to get across is to think when you're doing this. It is so vital. The city is very, very strong on this. The police department is taking a very proactive approach to this. If there's a complaint, let's say that the music is loud at a party, and the police come there, and they see that there are underage children, and there's alcohol there, the parents will be arrested.
Wow.
It's the law. You cannot do this. You cannot do this. I don't want to, I don't want anybody's party to be spoiled. I really don't. I want people to always have a good time. But it is the law, and the laws have to be enforced.
And, it was just hard for me to believe if anybody today, with all of the knowledge we have now about alcohol and drugs and all those things that we didn't have 20 years ago. We didn't have that knowledge.
Right. But
all the knowledge that's there today, it's hard for me to believe that anybody could ever consider that could be a good idea, is to give that alcohol to young people. It's just...
Again, you get into the peer pressure of the kids, and then the pressure that the kids are putting on the parents. Come on, Mom and Dad, it's my graduation, it's my friends, we want to have a good time and all this other stuff. But if you're asking your parents to do it, don't, because you're putting them in danger. And, it may not happen and you may get away.
But you may not.
And when I say you may get away from not having somebody hurt or killed.
Yeah.
All right? But you're putting that liability onto yourself and onto your parents and everybody else. Don't do it.
It's just no good from any angle.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Have a good time, have a party, and enjoy yourself, but you don't have to do that.
Right. We're almost out of time. I know you wanted to give a salute to North High School. I understand that in the academic decathlon, the national one, they placed 2nd in their division and nationally placed 9th.
Right. And I love this when North High does so well, because for so many years we always heard the North-South, North High School, South High School, and then they made a choice area to it and all this other stuff that goes with it. And that's whatever people want to do, that's their choice. But they always put North High in a little lower step than South.
Really?
You want to know something? That's baloney.
Yeah, clearly.
That's totally baloney.
Yeah.
They are some of the greatest kids, good kids, and very, very smart. And this is not the first time this has happened. This is an ongoing tradition at North High School of these kids winning it. One of the kids that's on it I know very well, Jessica Gard, who is Steve Gard, our engineer's daughter, involved in athletics at the school and
Smart
also.
as a whip.
Oh boy, is she ever! And she's, I've known Steve for 20 years, and she was just a little tiny thing. In fact, when I first met Steve, she probably wasn't even born yet, but she is an intelligent young lady, a very attractive young girl too, athletic and everything. I mean, she has got the world
Got everything.
right in front of her
Yeah.
to take all the steps
Yeah.
that she can take. I remember we went on a vacation with Steve and his wife and his daughter, and sometimes you think, geez, do I want a 10-year-old going on a vacation with me? My kids are going. She was a delight.
Oh.
She was probably a very mature young lady at an early age, but intelligent. She reads, she does all the things that are so good. But
She was
all
part
of
of that
those,
team.
and she's part of that team,
Yeah.
but all of those kids,
Yeah.
every one of them, and there's one kid, I can't think of his name, I had the opportunity to be with him for the Police Athletic League, the national conference. We took 7 kids, and I can't remember his name, and we'll have to say it in another program. But I remember going there, and the kids were kind of teasing him because he was reading and doing his homework, and these kids really have to study for this stuff.
Oh,
I
sure.
mean, this is a lot of commitment on their part. And they were teasing him about it, and I said, hey, guys, leave him alone. He's going to go somewhere in life because he is committed to this, and he wants to do this.
Yeah.
And the kids were kind of giving him a bad time. When I said that, I kind of backed off of him. He brought his books to this conference from
Oh,
school
isn't that
to do
great?
his homework and work. And I thought it was great in his part, but he's also a part of that team. And I congratulate all of them for what they did, the advisors, the principal, everybody at North High School. I'm so proud of you and what you've done with this. Good kids.
Go North.
Go North.
All right. Okay, Dan, we're out of time.
Thank
We'll
you.
do this again.
Okay.
Thank you. And thanks to all of you for joining us once again here on Mayor's Corner. We'll talk again.
Have a question you'd like the mayor to address on his program? Write to the Mayor's Corner, 35150 Lakeshore Boulevard, Eastlake, Ohio, 44095, or drop it off in the Recreation Department at City Hall.